Laurie, please call the roll.
Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Mr. Daniel,
Here.
Mr. Ledniski,
Here.
Mr. O'Vara,
Present.
Mr. Hurst,
Here.
Mr. Bush.
Here.
Did I forget somebody?
Well, yeah, we're down one, so.
I didn't think I forgot anybody.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Presentation and council discussion of a prospective new council member. Each applicant will have an opportunity to do a question and answer time with council. Call one at a time up to the microphone. First in the list here, Victoria Lee. I think you'll need to state your name and address.
Victoria Lee, 200 Spring Oak Street, Lacy Lakeview. Are you asking me questions?
Did you have a presentation that you'd wish to?
Oh, do I have a presentation?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know if you were asking me questions.
Go ahead and speak your mind and your heart.
Speak my mind and heart. Well, I'm honored to be here this evening. There are three powerful women here tonight vetting for a seat on this council. I wish we had 2 extra seats so we all three could be here. I am nervous, but I'm real. So I've been thinking, like, what is going to make me stand out? Because I have 2 amazing candidates that are running with me. These ladies are here all the time. They support our city. So I'm like, what am I going to bring to the table? Well, tonight I want to present a campaign to lift up Lacy Lakeview. I want to embrace growth. I want to enhance the community spaces. We really need to, and I'm committed to increasing the footprint of our city, both from a financial impact and a cultural influence. I want to partner together, partner with each one of you on the council, with our city, with our city officials, with our school board, with our Chamber of Commerce. There's so many different methods of communication that we can offer our citizens, from town halls to committees to holding workshops, not just workshops for city-related items, but what about workshops that are going to embrace community for our young ones or enhance soft skills for our community members that are adults, or, anything from young to old. Hold surveys and other methods to bridge and to promote that community. So I am a project manager and I haven't built out a year plan, but I have recognized there's only 1 year in this term. Mr. Wilson's seat expires next year. So I only have 1 year. And what I'm committed to this year is to lift up City of Lacy Lakeview. So I have an image that I'd like to present to you because I want you to know how committed and how forward thinking I am, so that way you all know that I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it for our community, and I don't have everyone's handout, but I do want to, I really want to make a difference. I really think that we have the ability to lift our city up. And I like this image of our hands, because when I think of lifting, I think of raising. because we have so much potential here in Lacy Lakeview. And I know I have two incredible women that are running against me, but I want you to know that I was tied for the third seat in the first posting of the results. On the second posting, I won by 1 point from a great individual, and I lost by 3, but I'm here today. In the last council meeting, I told you, I'm here to serve. I don't know what that capacity is, but tonight, council and mayor, I'm asking that you give me the honor or to serve again with you all, because I really have a deep desire and commitment to our city and to work with each of you. Thank you. Oh, any questions?
Any questions from the council?
Victoria, how involved have you been with the city functions? In other words, how many functions have you attended since becoming a council member?
I didn't get a number. I can't give you a number, but I've been to many. I've been to Easter egg hunts, live in the '05, community events when I didn't have a voice. I brought my daughter so she could be here to thank everybody and show my gratitude because I couldn't speak for myself. So if there's a community event and I'm available, I'm there. I'll even take off of work. Sometimes families first, though.
Okay. And one other question. How many council meetings have you missed how many months have you been part of the council before?
Oh man, all these numbers, Ronnie. I'm just going to say roughly 18 months, and I miss maybe 3, a couple of 4 sick family members, a couple, maybe that's 4, I guess, a couple and a couple of 4 for my own health.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
Sorry, I'm just now reading your note to read into the microphone.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next is Linda Gale Tice.
A little shorter. I'm Gail Tice, or Linda Gale Tice, but I go by Gail. I live at 302 Avenue I in Wakewood, just down around the corner. I didn't make a presentation today, but I have been thinking about what I have to bring to the city. I've been here I grew up here. I knew when roads were not even paved at the time, and curb and gutter was non-existent. But that has nothing to do with what we're going on today. I feel the city has done a great job in picking up things from things that were stale for over 20 years. That I noticed when I moved back here 3 years ago, I was appalled that this city looked the same way I did when I left it 30 years ago. The streets were not taken care of, patches were made somewhat, and I started coming up here thinking, let me find out what's going on. And I spent many a council meeting. I'm the only one in here. I'm glad to say that there's more people showing up. I'm glad there's more people involved. The city has done a great job in the 3 years I've been paying attention to it by getting big projects underway like infrastructure and getting roads repaired and moving forward. And those are all good, but I think it's now time for the city to look at smaller projects, things that we can enhance, not the big problems, but the small problems. And it may not even be problems. It may be enhancing parks. It may be enhancing things for young people to do. It may be enhancing things for seniors to do. There's a lot of little things we can do. Only thing I can bring to this table is I worked as an electronic technician for 9 years and a procurement coordinator at NASA. And what I can bring you is a problem solver. I think like a problem solver. I've done it for years. I can look at processes and bring them in, trim them down, take the fat out of them, whatever it takes to make it a more slimline operation. And that's all I have to give. Any questions?
I'll ask one. If there was 3 things that you could make a list to change immediately, what 3 things would you do of Lacy Lake?
First, I put in goals at Veterans Park for soccer players, for the little kids to play. Make them permanent, where they're not, where they don't have to pick them up and take them home with them. Make them permanent. All they have to do is bring their nets. Second, I put a splash pad over here in Live Oak Park for kids. I don't know what the cost is. It may not even be feasible, but that would be something I'd like to look at. The third thing is I'd like to look at the Civic Center and see what things we can bring in for seniors to do. We're paying electricity to heat and cool a building that's empty 90% of the time. Why can't we utilize it to bring something in for the seniors to do in the afternoon? If it's nothing more than they come in and visit with one another. But they're not going to do it if we don't give them some incentive to get there. But those are the 3 things I have thought of.
Hard to find a good domino player anymore, isn't it?
Well, crazy 8, whatever. You know.
Thank you.
Those are the 3 things I would think that I have. Those are my personal goals.
Great. I think they're good ones.
Anything else? Thank you.
And our third candidate is Brenda Jameson.
My name is Brenda Jameson. I live at 223 Broken Arrow Drive. That's in the Comanche Creek subdivision. My late spouse and I purchased our home in Lacy Lakeview in 2007. I am a McLennan County paying taxpayer. I graduated high school. I went to 2 years college with an intent to graduate with a major in English and a minor in English literature. During the spring semester of my sophomore year, I became pregnant. I did not return to college. However, I went to nursing school and obtained my nursing license. I took the State Board of Texas nursing exam and passed that. I have listed some work history in my letter for consideration. I'll just share a few of that with our public forum. After obtaining my nursing license, my spouse obtained, I should say, a job transfer to the Waco area. I worked as a floor nurse at the Hillcrest Hospital for 8.5 years. And in 1990, I transitioned. I said, I want something different than just a floor nurse. I transitioned into the occupational industrial type of nursing. I was hired by Ron Lacy Jr. at Plantation Foods in 1990. I was hired as the first night shift nurse. Because there were less employees at night than there was in the day, I also did HR and workers' comp in addition. My experience, I've had hiring, I've done terminations, I've done budgeting for the health services, and I've been the health services supervisor. I have some goals for our city, and especially our city council. I've listed those: communication and education to all citizens about city issues. It's vital for the unity and the growth of our community, but especially where streets, infrastructure, funding, water, and trash are concerned. To me, those are the 5 most complained about items in our city. Another one that I think is very important for the council as a member: if you receive a complaint or an issue from one of our citizens, empower them by asking questions. What do you think we need to do to solve this? Yes, I'll pass it on to the appropriate department head, but I need your ideas. Make them part of the solution. Make them feel a part of being a citizen. It's called empowerment. And that empowerment is a positive for every citizen. There's another thing that our city needs to continually strive for, and that's unity. Approximately 2.5 years ago, or maybe 1.5 years to 2 years ago, I saw our city coming together. But there was an event that occurred that divided our city. Our city's healing to some extent, but it's not complete. And until we are all unified, our city will not be as successful. Our limits, if we ever get unified, can exceed our expectations. I do my due diligence. I come to every city council meeting, and I have for the last 3 to 4 years. I also come to the town halls. I do my due diligence before I get here. I go online to the city website on Friday after the agenda for the council meeting on Tuesday.
Time.
Oh, I didn't know we were
I'm
timed.
sorry, yeah, I gave you an extra minute, sorry.
Oh, can I make one other statement,
Sure.
or 2? It goes without saying that the vacant seat will be filled with a female. However, I just realized today, this morning, while I was thinking about this, none of the council members live east of I-35. I do. And I would love to sit on the council. Thank you for your time, for your attention, and for your consideration.
Any questions?
So I have 2 questions. Are you going to be able to move from that seat back there up here without any problem?
I'd love to sit by you, Ronnie.
The other question is, and I guess we have a time concern, so how do you suggest that we unify the city?
Communication. It's not just the council's responsibility. It's every citizen of Lacy Lakeview's responsibility. And when that communication happens, we need to make sure that we are presenting facts, evidence, and proof.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? So we'll move into regular session.
Recess.
Okay, at 6:22, we're going to recess work session to convene into regular session. pursuant to the Open Meetings Act, Chapter 551, Texas Government Code, Section 551071, and a whole bunch of other sections. The Lacy Lakeview City Council reserves the right to go into executive session under any of these exceptions at any time during the meeting that a need arises for the city council to seek advice from the city attorney as to the posted subject matter of the city council meeting. Item 5 is consideration and action regarding any motion to appoint a citizen to fill the unexpired term that is open due to the council member seat becoming open upon the election of Charles Wilson to position of mayor.
Mayor, I'd like to move to approve the motion to appoint Ms. Brenda Jamison to fill the unexpired term that is open due to city council, or the council member seat opening upon the elections of Charles Wilson to position as mayor.
Second.
Who seconded? Cody?
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yes, and so the reasoning for this is I didn't know we didn't have anybody east of, or in East Lacy Lakeview as well. And that's pretty big. I did not know that. And I think if we're going to be representing all of Lacy Lakeview, I think we need to have somebody on that side as well. It's been tough. I've actually been working with city manager on trying to, I guess, work on the bridge that wasn't repaired or actually installed. And more often than not, I don't know if somebody from the east side of Lacy Lakeview actually shows up. And so that, to me, that's kind of important to have somebody on that side who might be able to have a bigger relationship with somebody on that side to get more citizens to show up. I've tried. They don't know me very well. But I did speak with somebody over there, and they were pretty eager to do something. But that's my thought process on that. It's no slight against Miss Lee. Miss Lee, I have a great respect for. We talk and have conversation. So it's no slight against her, but that was a big point for me. I hadn't realized that.
I'm running on the same path as, I didn't even know that there was nobody on the east side that actually represented me, because I've talked to several people over on that side of town. She shocked me whenever she said none of us are from over there, so on the other side of I-35. So, and I've worked with Ms. Jamison, and I've been on the planning and zoning committee with her and Ms. Hodge. I mean, there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing against any of these ladies. And I know that the due diligence is what she speaks. When she says she does her due diligence, I guarantee you she does it. So,
Yeah, I think we're all consider ourselves east siders. We just didn't realize
Well,
there was an
yeah.
east side to the east side.
yeah.
Any other commentary? Okay, we have a motion and a second. Discussion is complete. We'll go to a vote. This question came up earlier. We do have a motion and a second. If this motion fails, we will proceed to another motion to fill the vacancy. Okay? Laurie, roll council, please.
Mr. Rivera?
Yes.
Mr. Bush?
No.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes?
Mr. Ledniski?
Yes.
Mr. Hurst?
No.
And Mr. Daniel?
Yes.
4 to 2.
Mhm.
4 to 2, the motion passes. Ms. Jamison, I believe that's you. Who gives the? Okay, we finished the meeting, okay. Okay. Next agenda item is to administer the oath of office.
All right. Good evening, Ms. Jamison. I'm going to issue the oath, and then you're going to sign two oaths. One confirming what you just did, and then the other one saying you didn't bribe or pay anybody to get this illustrious position. Okay? Do you, Brenda Jamison, swear that you will faithfully execute the duties of the office of City Council Member for the City of Lacy Lakeview for the state of Texas, and will to the best of your ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of this state and the United States, so help you God? I will. If you will come here.
I get to sit by your
You
own
do.
Okay, we'll move on to item number 7, approval of the minutes from the city council meeting held on May 13th, 2025. Do I hear a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the city council meeting held on May 13th, 2025.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Can I just say one thing? It was brought to my attention that I'm spelling somebody's name wrong who comes in to speak, so I just wanted to let everybody know I'll fix it.
Hearing no discussion, Laurie, would you poll the council?
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
Mr. Bush,
Yes.
Mr. O'Vera,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski,
Yes.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
and Ms. Jamison.
Yes.
Item 8, discussion and consideration of a motion to continue participation as a funding member of the Waco-McLennan County Public Health District and an increased total annual contribution amount of $28,301.40 based upon a population of 6,988 at $4.05 per person within the city limits for fiscal year 2025 and 2026. Do I hear a motion?
I move to approve the motion to continue participation as a funding member with the Waco-McLennan County Public Health District in an increased total annual contribution amount of $28,301.40 based on a population of 6,988 at $4.05 per person within the city limit for fiscal year 2025-2026.
Second it.
Any discussion?
So for the residents that don't really know what this is about, maybe they haven't lived in the area or haven't had the opportunity to take advantage of this, could you explain what this is and how it can be used?
Sure. The city of Lacy Lakeview participates with the McLennan County Public Health District, and our citizens can go down to the Public Health Department and seek, medical attention, dental attention, and also the health department also comes out and does inspections at our restaurants, things like that.
Okay. Thank you.
But yeah, they can go down there, immunizations and all.
So there is a benefit to the city, not only for restaurant inspections, but also for health issues that need to be taken care of.
Yeah, there are, absolutely. And we've been participating with this now for, Dave, help me out here, 20 years?
Longer than that,
Okay, longer than that, as long as Dave can remember.
because you would have to have your own public health inspector and employee to handle all these things, and you'd end up paying more than you can pay
Right,
for the
right.
city for sharing.
Yeah. So very beneficial to the city to participate.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Any other discussion? All right, poll the council, please.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Olvera,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
Mr. Bush,
Yes.
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski,
Yes.
and Ms. Jamison.
Yes.
Item number 9, discussion and consideration of action to remove former mayor Nisi Payne as a signer on all American bank accounts and add Mayor Pro Tem Jonathan Olvera. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to remove former Mayor Nisi Payne as a signer of all American bank accounts and add Mayor Pro Tem Jonathan Olvera.
Second it.
We have a motion and a second. Do we hear any discussion? All right, poll the council, please.
Mr. Bush,
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski,
Yes.
Mr. Olvera,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
and Ms. Jamison.
Yes.
Item number 10, discussion and consideration of action to remove former Mayor Nisi Payne as a signer on the text pool accounts and add Mayor Pro Tem Jonathan Olvera. Do I hear a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to remove former Mayor Nisi Payne as the signer of the text pool accounts and add Mayor Pro Tem Jonathan Olvera.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, poll the council, please.
Ms. Jamison,
Yes.
Mr. Daniel,
Yes.
Mr. Ledniski,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes?
Mr. Hurst,
Yes.
Mr. Olvera,
Yes.
and Mr. Bush.
Yes.
Number 11, public comment. This time is for individuals to address the city council on issues and items of concern on or not on the agenda. There will be no city council action at this time, with a limit of 3 minutes per person. The city council reserves the right to move when appropriate and upon agreement of the individual, an individual's request to speak on a specific agenda item so they may speak at that time. First name on our list, Paul Ludke. And remember, please, your name and street address.
Yes, sir. Paul Lichty, 502 North Oak Street. I put my name down just in case, but I wasn't going to say anything until Ms. Jameson spoke about communication. Because I'm still harping on this new gen strategies and solutions. It was just zipped through and approved. I had no recollection of prior requests for rate studies, nothing about bids being submitted. I don't know how many bids were considered by this selection committee that I had never heard of before. And also the fact that they used a fund that we were told was for street. I don't recollect anything, and now in the budget thing here, it got divided into 3 different categories. I'm not sure what category you took this 50 grand out for this next gen place. But you started the year, the fiscal year, with a $300,000 balance, which means no funds got spent the first year on streets. I don't know if any streets are getting fixed. I don't drive around to all the potholes I used to drive through. But I still don't think, nobody's given me a link to read the definition of that infrastructure fund. I can't find it in the city stuff. But I was hoping somebody would send me a link to have it. But that's a lack of communication, a lack of transparency. People on social media complain about lack of transparency by the administration and the council. And we don't get told anything until it's done. And if we don't approve, big deal. And I don't like the fact that you're paying 50 grand to tell somebody to tell you how much more you can stick us with, how many more fees you can raise, how many more rates you can raise. I mean, they ought to give you like a 2,000-page report to tell you that, yeah, you can raise rates. Because if it's less than 2,000, they ain't earning their money. So, anyway, I still want to know if that fund was used right. I mean, you said it was. I doubt it, because I never heard anything different as far as what it's gonna be used for. Anyway, I think that's it.
Next on the list is John Landers. And remember your name and address, please.
All right, thank you. So, John Landers, 200 Spring Oak Street. As many of you know, I'm Victoria's other half, and I guess I'm a little late to the draw. I wanted to talk a little bit about Victoria and just a little bit about the character reference. So, is my time up?
No.
Okay. That was a quick 3 minutes.
That was the previous.
So really what I want to do at this point is just say, over the last 18 months, I've gotten to know some of the city council members, the mayor and city manager, and, you know, a number of different people. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be part of the council in a roundabout way. I don't usually get up and talk in front of other people because I've done many speeches in the past, but I just want to say thank you. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and to be involved. I will say this, that if there's another opening down the road, please consider Victoria if she wants the position. And I'll say that her character, that's another 3 minutes, right? Firsthand, I can tell you this, that I've been involved with major corporations. I've managed many people. And character is everything to me. And I will say this, that she is very genuine and speaks from the heart. And sometimes she'll ask me a few questions at home, and I have to explain myself, and that is not a bad thing sometimes. So, but I just want to say thank you, and we do appreciate everything. And good luck with all the city council, and I may not be at some of the meetings, but if you see me, don't be afraid to say hi, and I'll try and do the same. Thank you.
Last on the list, Daniel Guzman? Gorman, sorry.
How you doing, guys? I'm going to take these off the prescription. I don't want to look rude, but I'm Danny Gorman. I own Magnolia RV Resort down here on the right. And we bought that property about 2.5 years ago. And when I moved here, we put all the eggs into one basket. And at one time, I felt like taking that basket and throwing it out on 35 because nothing was going on. It seemed like everything was just kind of dormant and not growing. And I just wanted to give all of you guys a clap for the improvements that I've seen in 2 years. I've seen, big businesses coming in, streets getting cleaned up. You said about streets not getting fixed. They fixed a lot of streets. I own a construction company. We've never done no work for them, but I'm constantly seeing guys out shoveling asphalt on hot days, fixing things. Nothing's cheap. Asphalt's doubled in price in the last 3 years. So whatever they're doing, they're making things better. When I come here, Adrian was just working at the fire department, and now he's the chief, and that's a great thing. He's been a good hand, and anything we've asked him to do, he's been more than welcome to do it for us. Calvin, we met him. He'd come in about 2 or 3 months after I bought the property, and anything we've kind of asked, or he's asked us to do, we've worked good together with. Tomas has been a good hand on a lot of things, and we bought another piece of property across the way, and we're going to try to build more and expand more and try to raise the tax dollars so we've all got more money to spend on fixing roads and community centers and whatever we got like that. But I just wanted to give you all a thumbs up and whatever you are doing to keep pushing forward and making everything better and everything cleaner. And if there's anything we can do on our end, we'd be happy to try to help you as well. And that was it. I just wanted to say thanks, and we like being here. And I'm going to get my basket and bring it back over there. But is there any questions on anything? Nothing? Good enough. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir. Next item is mayor's report. I did not come with any prepared comments. Your comment and your appreciation for what has happened in the last 2 years is appreciated. And the previous mayor gets a lot of props for that. She got it started, and we're going to do what we can to bring it home. Thank you. Item 13, council members' input. Anyone wish to speak?
Yes, sir. I'd actually kind of like to follow up on what Ms. Tyus has said. I know we had the soccer goals out there, and I mean they gave their life. I think we're down to one, and so anything we can help with on that would be absolutely spectacular. I'm headed to go coach the high school soccer girls as soon as we leave. I'm gonna fly out here and go pick up my girls, and we're gonna go. So we're trying to build that program up, and definitely soccer is obviously they're starting to get popular in the U.S. We're gonna have the World Cup next year, and just should be fun. But anything we can help to foster them. I mean, like I said, they really gave those things a beating. I think they were broken, Louis, 3 weeks in because so many people were just power shotting those goals and just breaking them. But yeah, I think anything we can do to help them would be greatly appreciated. So thank you for that.
I have something. Paul, I appreciate you holding us to the fire. I hope that we can get you the answer that you're looking for, if there is one. I would like to say, though, it's important to have studies like this done. It's not always, the price tag is not always easy to swallow, but, you know, if you don't, a lot of times you don't know what you don't know. And you don't know what you know until you know what you know. So sometimes those studies are what you need to get you there. So that's what we're looking at.
I want to thank Tomas and the city workers that have been working real hard out on the roadways. They have been filling, there's been major potholes that I've traveled across that I've filled to call in. All of a sudden, they're all getting filled up. They might not be a permanent right now, but they are getting filled, and I want to appreciate, I really do appreciate that. Also, while it was hot, I stopped and I saw several city workers and offered them water just to make sure that they stay hydrated, and obviously they got plenty of water themselves. So they are out there working regardless of what anybody is saying.
That's a good question right quick. I don't know if Calvin, have we started using the new ripper?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have. Dave can answer that?
This last week, right?
That's why I was just wondering if it's already started. I mean, if it's,
Yeah, I think
yeah. So I mean, I know road repair, that goes right along with road repair being done, correct? So I mean, I think that just kind of speaks for itself. I know that a lot of people know that I know a lot of people, the guys that are out there working, and it's not easy. The rain, the sun. I'm not an indoors working guy. I work out in it too. It's not easy, and like I said before, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so just gonna take time. We can't work in the rain, and it's hard work in the heat.
You shouldn't have.
Okay.
I'll answer all the questions.
All right, thank you all for that. At 6:46, we will recess regular session and convene into executive session. we will reconvene into regular session for discussion and consideration of a motion, if any, regarding matters discussed in the executive session. Hearing none, I declare this meeting adjourned.